Alright, go ahead and throw us to. Waiting for stream to catch up. Hello, this is Vulturefire, and if everything is working properly, y'all can hear me now. Today's stream is a little bit different. Instead of doing me actually doing the run, it will be my friend Fox who will be doing these, who will be actually piloting. So this is, I am watching via a screen share, and Fox started playing earlier this week and is going to be trying to get through Depth 3.
Hello, everyone. My name is Piper. I also go by Fox, as you can obviously tell. And yeah, Vulturefire has been talking my ear off about this, and I decided to finally give it a go.
Let me do a check real quick to make sure that audio is coming through. Okay, seems the audio is working. Okay, so I keep wanting to go click on the screen to make things happen, and that is not going to work. That is just going to minimize the Discord screen share. So obviously, go ahead and start run, I guess. So probably should start with deck building.
Yeah, probably should.
Okay.
Yeah, I am going all
Level
in
8.
on
So
Shah'Ru.
start with a new deck, I think. So we are going to do a thing called hybrid mode. The way hybrid mode works is you put 0 cards in the card pool, but you do build a starting deck, and by doing that, you gain access to quick play style extra. You get random card rewards. You don't have to control the card pool, but you do get 2 upgrades and a reroll after every boss fight, instead of 1 upgrade and no rerolls. You still get the removal.
Okay.
So this is very good. Okay, so first of all, first card that we want here, because it's a Ru deck, we want 2x Reckless Chase.
Okay. I will. So I'm going to be taking your word for it. Obviously.
Oh man.
I am very new to roguelike deck builders because obviously, and just in general, even with my other experience playing games which rely on building decks, such as Magic the Gathering, I am not always the best at building decks.
Yeah, well, that's why I'm here, so that I can guide you in wrong directions.
That is...
No, Reckless Chase is great, because Ru's level 4 passive, you may have noticed, gives you powerful and temporary evasion every time you kill something. So Reckless Chase is going to give us things to kill.
Fair enough. Right, what's next?
2 copies of Tricky Focus.
Actually,
I'm a lapsed Magic the Gathering nerd, Matt Jones. I played for a while and then, for various reasons, just sort of stopped playing. All right, so you don't have Putrid Idea yet, I'm guessing.
Which one?
Putrid Idea? No, I know you don't, because it's a later tier generic unlock. It would be the best way to enable Venomous Maneuver, would be Putrid Idea, which is a card that's 1 mana, it heals you for 2, and it generates 2 shrivels.
Right.
I think. Do you have Blade Focus? I don't think that one unlocks early either.
No.
Nope. Yeah, hybrid mode is busted. So, do you have Riposte? This is going to be a lot of me asking, do you have card? And the answer would be, oh, the answer is yes. Add one of those.
One?
Rummage. Add 2 copies of Rummage. Card is very, very good on Ru.
Oh, yeah. I have done a lot with Rummage.
Yeah. Probably want at least 1 copy of regular Focus. Vanilla flavored Focus.
One Focus.
So, we are playing Depth 3, which is basically playing with house money. That one's Depth 3 is easy mode. So why don't you figure out what else you would put in to fill out the deck, and then we can all laugh when we disagree.
Thanks.
Here for you.
Okay, so already got the Tricky Focus. I've already got that.
Burst of Strength and Blade Totems. That's not the worst option. Malice Shuttle. I'm not the hugest fan of Blade Totem right now, but it's certainly not a bad option.
I mean, I can at least throw one in.
Yeah.
Now let's see.
Probably only at least one more mana card. It's hard to say. Deck is fairly light on cards that cost a ton of mana right now. Fairly a cheap deck, but
now you see, most of the cards that I really like playing are unlocks and not available for the base deck.
Yep.
Stuff like concentrate and
Contemplate.
Yes, contemplate. That's the one.
Fever is very close to not being a mana card, so yeah, more mana. Yeah, basically. I really would like to run Venom's Maneuver, but I'm not sure it can consistently be toggled on without Putrid Idea to set it up.
I mean, I do like Fey Barrier, just in general. I feel like it is a reasonable discard target, but
But why Fey Barrier instead of Feint? So the goal here is we're building it. So the first question you have to ask yourself, of course, is like, what is our deck trying to do? And the answer here is usually win very quickly.
Sure.
So to that end, we want to take cards that are going to facilitate that, and we don't necessarily need cards. And so any card that isn't helping us kill is suspect. And for Fey Barrier in particular, the problem is that it does not. Why Feint would be better? Because Feint is damage. But Fey Barrier is not helping us kill things faster. And with the Reckless Chases, that's already going to be one of our big ways to get... We're already going to get evasion from killing those. I don't think I like Piercing Strike still. Execution is okay.
I mean, Follow-Up Strike?
You can get shit from it. Yeah, but... Say what?
Follow-Up? Yay, nay?
Pretty good. I could run one. I usually run like one of them. Maybe two. Probably one. Really want more draw.
Don't think I've seen this before. Rallying Strike.
Yeah, Fey Barrier is not the worst option. Straddle is voting for Fey Barrier. Currently at... Could go Fey Barrier and then like a Siphon card as the last card. Because you don't have Absorb Demise yet either.
Okay, one Fey Barrier, one Siphon card.
Siphon card.
Invalid. Oh,
Invalid pool, because you haven't played in the pool. But that's fine. Just click the X, or choose the deck icon first. It's obviously very important.
Oh, obviously. I choose... Oh, man. There should be better options. Oh, it's just the cards in the deck, isn't it?
It's the cards in the deck. Yeah.
There should be better art.
What? Nah, Reckless Chase art is great.
So, I want more options.
Well, too bad. So what you can do is, if you want to pick a different as your card art, you can put the card in the pool just long enough to add it, change it to your art, and then you remove it. This is the pro strat. You go to the pool so you can see all the cards of all rarities.
Ah, okay.
I mean, Spirit Armor. Man, no, it's Forbidden Knowledge is the art.
Hey, look, it me.
Yeah. Okay. Now, let's roll. So, yep, that is expected. Go to step 3. So, choosing areas. Generally speaking, for a strike focused deck, you're going to want to go to the other area one. You're going to want to go to the Battered Ramparts.
Okay.
Because that's going to give you a lot of very good strike heavy cards.
Sure.
Middle area, I would generally go Ether Plains because there are, which is the first area, the default area, because I think Gore is very good for this deck, and Crystal Valley can give us. So there's a single elite that could give us. There's actually 2 elites that are really relevant in Crystal Valley. Change my mind. Go Crystal Valley, because we're looking for Frost Prism or Vindictive Shade. And then we're going, and then click area 3 to see what our, okay, so it's Bay Leader. So Bay Leader is going to be the easier of the 2, I think. because Baylater is really weak to you just evading his shit. So
That's
the
good.
plan. All right, and so let's see. So yeah, it is worth checking your bosses before you start. Checking your weather events. So Ether Rain and Soothing Skies. Yeah, not worth buying anything here.
Yeah.
Don't need it.
Bounties. Killing
Yeah.
enemies are summoned. All right.
Yeah. Go ahead and start.
And away we go.
All right. So step one is to sort of evaluate the map.
So, should I prioritize quest nodes?
Those are generally good. Normally, my priority list is elites that are dropping cards that I really want, then quest nodes, then elites that I don't care about, and then normal fight.
All right.
So it looks like you did not get lucky on finding either of the two elites that we were really looking for in this area. Scroll up. Yeah, no, because there are the two elites you're looking for. Well, no, that is actually one of them. That has
one of them?
the gargoyle. So unfortunately, it does have another enemy here, so you're not guaranteed to get. Because normally your goal would be you're going to take a reroll token, you're going to use it to force out. Click on that node again. Enraged Persistence, the card on the left, because that card is very, very, very good. Unfortunately, it's only a 1 in 4 chance because there are 2 enemies there, so there are 4 monster cards instead of 2.
Right.
And that also means that you can't use a reroll to force out, because reroll will always show you a different monster card than the one that you're currently looking at, which if there are only 2, means that it will always force out the card you want.
Okay,
so yeah. Looking at the mid bosses.
So there was that can't.
No, that's a different one.
Yeah,
So the mid bosses are Swarm Manipulator and Warbot Annihilator. Warbot Annihilator has strikes, which are okay. Swarm Manipulator, you can't really use. You can't use Extract Potential, but Swarm Calling is okay. Are you even Bentas for the first few fights? I think I saw a couple of Bentas. So yeah. So the Bentas are the rat things.
These things?
Yeah. So there is unfortunately more than just the Benta in that fight. Ideally, we want that Benta, just the Benta, so we can go after infested rights. Check the other Benta, the Benta fight on the second row. Okay, I think you want to target there.
So then that means
I think that's your routing.
All right.
And you'll see what happens. Okay. So lots of things to think about when you're playing through. One of the big ones is you want to get your bleed out early, generally speaking. So start by Tricky Focus, pitch the Fey Barrier.
Get the Serrated Shield.
And then play.
Actually, which one?
It doesn't matter. I would also. Because you also want to be able to kill the Shade. You have to take the route with the most events and it works out and gives you all the cards you need. You just take that. Yeah. So I think you could use. I think you're probably going to pitch the follow-up strike as well to the Tricky Focus. So let's see. The Shades have 15 health in this area. The Serrated Shiv does 4 damage, 6 if you include the bleed. God, I hate doing math. Start with a Reckless Chase, and we'll figure out. Okay. So the Serrated Shivs are. The first one's 6, the second one is 8. That's a total of 14. I think you kill the middle enemy.
And
point both shivs at it. Okay, and you don't. Now you point the reactive shivs at any other enemy, because the dork will die.
Probably the Shade then.
Sure. Okay. So now you end turn. You draw a boss, and that deals damage. You don't take any damage. And you're doing good work.
Alright, so...
And now you're up to 2 powerful. Probably Reckless Chase, Riposte, Rummage the Blade Totem. So one of the things about Blade Totem is it costs you a mana when you draw it or discard it.
Yep.
However, if you have no mana when you draw or discard it, you don't lose any mana because you don't have any. So if you start with Reckless Chase here, and then you play the Riposte, you have exactly 1 mana left, which you can use to play Rummage, discarding the Blade Totem. This will kill the Shade, and leave you at exactly 0 for the Focus. And from here, it's a simple matter of Tricky Focus, pitching the Siphon card, and then throw the Shivs at whatever, and it should kill.
So it does.
So that's how Ru do. Okay. Mana Blast is obviously bad. Defensive Strike is not that great. Just take the follow-up strike. Probably going to cut the second follow-up strike later, but it's fine for now.
Fair enough.
Now we go
And
after the
the
Venta. So these guys are small and fragile, which should make this a pretty quick fight.
But
So
they
I will leave this
have
fight as an exercise to the reader,
Okay.
or the hashtag True Gamer.
Who the hell told you that I was one of those?
The
So-
choice here doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Regardless of which one you discard, you're going to have to discard the other one to the rummage, and that'll leave you with... I would not have played the Siphon card, by the way. Because the Siphon... You should have pitched the Siphon card to the rummage. And yes, you do want to Reckless Chase here. Because the Shade isn't going to make you bleed.
Right.
Because you should have pitched the Siphon card to the rummage. Because you didn't need the mana. And so you're... Play the focus for you in the turn because there's no reason not to. But your question is always, when you're playing Ru, do I need mana or do I need cards? And in that case, the answer was you needed cards. So you needed to discard your mana, not your draw.
Okay. So now, is there any particular reason not to play the follow-up strike here?
No. So,
To
yeah, pitch
probably-
the blade to... Actually, play the Fey Barrier first. Too late. You want to play the Fey Barrier because then you just don't lose the health to bleed. Play the Fey Barrier now. So an important lesson, play Reckless Chase here. And you'll notice, because the last enemy died, you did not summon a Shade.
Okay.
That's important to know. Alright, choose card.
Card.
Verminous Assault wasn't what we were looking for, but it's still fine. I think you still take it.
And Trinket.
Easily card draw Trinket.
Yeah.
One of the trinkets draws cards, that's the one you want. Ring double blade totem plus double focus is pretty great. It should give Varuk his mana in the starting deck. Yeah. Alright. Try talking, because the bottom option requires you to change path. I think if you stay still and silent, you have to change path. But if you attack the rest of the machines, you have to take the fight. Check the map at the top of the screen.
Right.
Okay. Changing path isn't the end of the world here. It gets you an elite fight, so that's better than a normal fight. So go ahead and top
Stay
option.
stone.
Yeah. We are not giving up the shuffling stone. And yeah, now you are going to have to go. You can go to any of the fights in the row, and you're going to go to the elite. All right.
Now,
Step 1, apply bleed with Verminous Assault.
that's not necessarily what I was intending to apply it to, but oh well.
It's a pretty good target.
Trickier Siphon here.
I would start by using the Shuffling Stone. Because the stone is going to happen this turn, so you may as well do it and see what's going to come out.
Fair.
I think you start by pitching the Fey Barrier to the Tricky Focus. Put the Serrated Shiv on the middle one, I think. Follow-up Strike is 10 damage exactly, I think. Oh no, that's right. It's not 2x5. It's 2x4. So in that case, rummage the Blade Totem, I think. And now follow up. Oh, right, because you drew the Riposte and Riposte got the kill. You can go ahead and follow up strike here. Because the last card that we played was the rummage, was the Riposte technically.
Right.
And now, yeah, focus and then just unload the strikes, and that should be lethal. Because playing this will transfer half the bleed from the back one, which means that now a single reactive shift gets you the kill.
All right.
Yeah, Ru is incredibly good at devastating enemies with quick kills. Probably Power Surge. I don't think Systems Overload is worth it. I don't think so. I think
we don't want to spend the reroll already.
So It's worth noting you are playing hybrid mode, which means you will get a reroll after every boss fight.
Sure.
But these cards are reasonable. So the one thing I would do now is, if you're not familiar with the boss fight, or if you're not familiar with the fight, look at the map, click on the fight you just did, and review the monster cards. Because the number one question when you're deciding whether or not to reroll is you ask yourself, do I want the other option here? And I think the answer is no. I don't think that card is worth it. It's not awful, but it's not great either. So I think you go with Power Surge.
I mean, systems? Oh, right, no. Power Surge.
Yeah, I think Power Surge is better. And now you go up into the right.
So,
all right. I can never remember if Praise with Adventuring Supplies can give you the +1 mana per turn accessory. The weapons rack gives you a weapon that's pretty trash, but it's probably better than the other options. I think you just go top option. Oh, that wasn't what I thought it was. So some events have random outcomes.
Right.
And so that was not the outcome I was expecting, but that's fine.
All right.
Mid boss. So this fight is probably not going to be over in one turn. Fortunately, the base damage here is pretty low, and our general goal here is, start with Verminous Assault, of course. Our general goal here is just to do as much as we can. So go ahead and Shuffling Stone. Oh, too late now. Go ahead. Now I would use the Threaded Shiv first now, because you've already got it. I would go ahead and put the Shiv, on that guy.
And then
now I would Shuffling Stone. Okay. Reckless Chase, I think.
Yeah, because that'll kill the Bento.
And then you can discard the reactive shift to the Rummage, I think. Which will leave you at 0 mana, which means if you draw into... Okay, you didn't get lucky. No, do not play the focus, because you're going to pitch to the Tricky Focus.
Right.
Then... And...
Shiv.
Fault Strike. You messed up. You needed to kill the Shade. Okay, you did have enough damage. I just can't do math. But yeah, you absolutely wanted to make sure that the Shade died there. So... Okay. Alright, Power Surge needs to come out. And then, I think Reckless Chase into Follow-Up Strike is probably your best bet. Alright, and you're still slowly stacking Powerful.
That's good.
And as long as you can kill at least one summon here, you won't take any damage because you'll just evade it. Oh, rude. You can't afford it because of the Blade Totem.
Right.
I think you...
Siphon it? Or Tricky Focus?
I'm trying to figure out how much mana you have. I think... Okay, you Tricky Focus, pitching the Siphon card, then you Verminous Assault, then you Rummage the Blade Totem. And then you just pray that you draw stuff to get rid of the Bento. Oh no, the Blade Totem will kill the Bento, what am I saying? And now you can follow up with Follow-Up. And even though you don't get the kill here, it's fine because you're not taking any damage, and the riposte, I think, will get at least close to the kill.
Or, yeah.
Alright.
Card.
These are kind of middling.
If I were choosing, I would probably go for
We're also just immediately remove the card you just picked. What?
If I were choosing, I would probably pick the Vampiric Strike.
Yeah, the Vampiric Strike's not bad, but it's not great either. Because like it's relatively expensive and the actual damage output isn't amazing. Rip Open would be, I think, of the two, I would take Rip Open with Vampiric Strike. I think I agree with Maelstrom. I would rather spin to reroll here, and then see what you get. The other card here is Versatile Strike, which gives you powerful this turn, gives you shield and evasion, and has non-temporary evasion, which can be useful.
All right, reroll it is.
Phase Mark, I think, beats Versatile Strike. Phase Mark will put Phase Mark on a summon, and it draws you cards basically.
Yeah. Mark is draw a card when the enemy dies, correct?
Draw a card per rank when the enemy dies.
Sure.
Which means that it'll draw you when you kill the enemy that you put it on. Yeah, I think you do that.
Then this.
Both of these are pretty useless right now. I think you take Tesla Coil. There's questionable value. I think you take Tesla Coil.
I've still got a reroll.
I don't spend rerolls on items. The odds of getting a good outcome are too low.
All right, so
So upgrades. I
the
think
reckless charges.
the reckless charges. No, I think it's so. Follow-up strike is, I want to say, goes up to 5 hits. Yeah, which is not bad. But I think Rummage or Tricky Focus are probably my picks. The other question is, what are we removing? I think we're removing the Fey Barrier. I don't think you need it. You did pick up the Phase Mark, though, which is Draw, which means that upgrading mana instead makes some amount of sense.
I mean, I could do one of each.
Yeah, although if you're doing a mana for mana, it should probably be Focus, because Tricky Focus is only kind of a mana upgrade, because it costs you 2 mana to play out the extra Serrated Shift, but also then you have an extra Serrated Shift in hand, which is nice.
Focus tricky.
So, yeah, Focus Plus gives you 6 mana, which is a lot.
Right.
So, yeah, Focus Plus and Tricky Focus Plus are not bad. You get a lot of upgrades in this mode, so it's not too bad.
Okay.
Probably will upgrade Rummages next, and I think you cut the Fey Barrier. I don't think you need it. And we're going to go right, because I don't think... Well, so the Bomber unit, Elite, which is the one before that one,
Right.
it drops Explosive Revelation, which is very good. Bombs are a bit awkward because they do damage to you when they die. However, that is a 2 mana draw 3. It's worse than Forbidden Knowledge, but you aren't guaranteed to be offered Forbidden Knowledge. It means giving up an event, but I don't tend to value Rampart's events that highly. You don't have mana to take more draw. We just upgraded mana. I think we can afford more draw. It is a little debatable. I don't know. What are the fights before? It's going to be...
Fight 4 is...
Oh, that's another Benta in it. That makes it worthwhile, I think, because I would still love that Infested Rice if you can get it.
Sure, let's go.
Focus Plus absolutely counts as upgrading mana. What are you talking about?
So...
All right. Yeah, start with the Reckless Chase.
Chase. Rummage the Blade Totem.
I think so, yeah.
So then I'm at no
Focus
mana.
Plus is not even 2 mana upgrade? What do you mean? Focus Plus is totally 2 mana upgrade. Look at that! 2 extra mana from Focus Plus right now. Yeah, pitch Siphon card to Tricky Focus.
One Serrated Shiv there. How much? I do...
It's risky to put both on the Canum, but I mean, living dangerously is fun. So I think you do it and then you pop the Shoveling Stone. Oh, I see. I see what's up. Yeah, Vermis Assault, the back one. So the thing that guy's going to do is every time that it hits, it loses 25 health. It's going to try and summon a Benta.
Right.
And then if it fails, it's going to kill itself a bit and gain some powerful. So that's what happened there.
That seems
So
unfortunate.
rummage away a reactive shift. I think you use the reactive shift to kill the Benta so you don't waste damage. No, to kill the front Benta. And now follow up to kill... Actually, no, I lied. Tricky Focus, pitch the Blade Totem.
And then follow up.
No.
No, then Serrated Shiv.
Then Serrated Shift on, yeah, the back one. And now follow up to kill that. And now that'll summon... Oh, no, it won't because it kills. Awesome.
One time.
Yeah. Beirut is not bad. It can be a little awkward on the health until upgraded, but you've got health to burn. I don't think you need Battle Glory. I don't think you can afford the second Vermis Assault. I think you take Beirut.
Okay.
So the important thing here is it gives Leech. Leech does damage per debuff. I want that reroll for Explosive Revelation. Maelstrom. All right, yeah, start this way. I think going fishing with that reroll is not worth it because there's like a 2 in 3 chance that we get offered a monster card that we don't want. All right, phase mark one of the dorks.
Choose the first one because may as well.
Yeah, tricky focus, pitch the Pharaohs. Which will cost you health, but you're going to be able to get some health back from the leech. So the trick here is you need to stack a bunch of debuffs on one enemy.
Right.
Which is going to be tricky because that enemy is super fragile. So Serene Shift does 7 effectively, which will take it to 7. And then the leech, yeah, so you can't do that. So you're going to have to just do Leeching Shiv and then Reactive Shiv. Which, yeah, heals you for a little bit. Now play the Power Surge, I think. I think you go ahead and Reactive Shiv the back one. So unfortunately the mark went to the back one because that's like where you least wanted it.
I don't have a reactive shiv.
Sorry, Serrated Shiv. I think we get bleed on the back one. Maybe you want to get bleed on the middle Dorcum.
This one?
Yeah. Terrificus Power Surge. Yeah, Power Surge was gonna make it even harder to get off the reactive Shiv. Okay, I think you're gonna use you're definitely gonna use the Sour Shuffling Stone this turn. So I think you go ahead and do that. And yeah, do not play Exhaustion. Pitch it to the Rummage, I think. No, pitch the Blade Totem to the Rummage. Duh. Pitch the Blade Totem to the Rummage while you're at this much mana.
Right.
We'll kill both of the bombs.
And then siphon the Exhaustion.
Yeah. I think you Reckless Chase. And then follow-up Strike to kill the Shade. And now you Leeching Shiv and use the other 2 reactives to kill it. Or to do damage. I don't think you actually get the kill. But you get to evade, and that's what counts. Riposte. It's a shame Riposte plus is trash. Alright, choose card. Oh man, Forbidden Knowledge. See? Look. We went to the elite that drops Forbidden Knowledge, and we got Forbidden Knowledge.
Okay then.
It's that simple.
And now we want this one.
Yep.
Because we want Enraged
I think we're at this point, like, for 3 or 0 for 4 on finding the card that we want out of fights, though. Like, I mean, that one, who's playing? This is Piper, who is one of my IRL friends.
Hello. Okay, so what have we got?
Start with Forbidden Knowledge, I think.
Then
Follow up does 8. Does 8. So follow up to kill, I think.
Tricky Focus
and
the Favors.
Now Tricky Focus pitching Pharaohs, I think. And just dump all of that on the big guy, I think. Start with the bleed.
Right.
And then Reckless Chase, I think. Rummage pitch the riposte. Shuffling Stone.
Right,
5 good mana cards, you missed the correct bench card. Yeah, that's definitely true. I think you pitch the Reactive Shiv to the Siphon card. You're going to mark the Shade and then chase it. Draw you some cards. It's awkward. I guess pitch the Rummage to the Tricky Focus, and I think you can take out the Raid Leader, which is the big guy.
With what? Just
Serrated Shiv into Reactive Shiv.
He's got.
Yeah, that'll be enough damage.
Yeah. And
you end turn. And Riposte will at least get close to killing Shade. I think you're one off. Nullify blocks that buff. Rep. Power Surge works though. Power Surge to get to 0.
And then Focus.
Yep.
Forbidden Knowledge.
And you can probably get the rest of the fight yourself. There are a lot of options, and sometimes multiple routes will get you there, so.
You have a lot of confidence in me, for some reason.
Yep. I have a lot of confidence in Ru.
Now, that makes more sense. Oh, this will still pop back.
It will. See? You were fine. The thing that really sucked about it, yeah, I already read that. All right, choose card. And let's see what we get. Hey, we got the Rage Persistence. Actually rolled it. That's going to be your upgrade. Void Harvester isn't bad. Basically lets you cycle a shade.
I mean, that's not nothing.
Yeah. Plus good because you don't currently have any of the cards that you draw when an enemy dies. You don't have any other unenemy death effects besides the passive, but it's still fine.
And
there's always just play cards thinking it means that you've lost the game to one day. That is correct. All right, here we go.
Against 64 and 73, I should be fine without
Yeah, you absolutely don't need to rest here. Big thing to know, when this boss loses all shield, you will have to deal with summons coming out.
Okay, so start phase.
I'd probably start with Shufflestone here, because you don't have any enemies to summon.
Sometimes you just don't get there.
Yeah, you just rummage pitching the riposte, I think.
Time.
Yeah, that'll do it. Yeah, now you can mark the shade.
Then tricky discarding follow-up.
I would just pitch the reactive shiv, I think. Also, you can just I was going to say use the Void Harvester on whatever, but at this point you may as well just kill it. Alright, rummage pitching the Blade Totem, I think. Or no, pitch the Shah'Ru. Too late, whatever. Not a big deal.
Too late. Focus.
Yeah, awkward. Unfortunate hand. Power Surge, you pitch the Shah'Rus, you unload. So Power Surge gives you powerful, which ends up being tiebreaker with the Serrated Shiv in terms of actual damage boost, so. Yeah, Serrated Shiv next. Oh, you're gonna get summons to come out here actually, which will work. Wait a second. Don't play follow-up strike to kill. And then yeah, Void Harvest the other one for value. And now I think you just point both of those at the big guy. Or not. Either way. Because the little one's gonna die to the riposte anyway.
Right.
You could have gotten a little more healing back from the whatever. Start with Enraged Persistence, I think. Or not Enraged, I spoke. Pitch Riposte. I meant to say start with Forbidden Knowledge, my brain was stuck. Actually, I lied. Verminous Assault next on the boss, final answer. Now siphon the reactive Shiv and play Forbidden Knowledge. Man, Shah'Ru's is so much worse when you don't have access to Absorb Demise yet. Because it is actually just costing you health. I think you have to pitch the focus, the tricky focus. Alright, so you need 9 card play skill, the back one, which is probably not happening. I think you Serrated Shiv.
Back one?
The Shade to kill it. And then the middle Binta, I think.
Then
yeah, point that at the back at the big guy and see if that kills it. I don't think it quite kills, but it gets close. Okay, now yeah, you have the back one dead. Just play Reckless Chase twice. It's not going to actually do much, but it will. Oh, I lied because you get that. I forgot there was still a mark on the back one. Yeah, mark that and then chase. Oh, you don't have the mana. Whatever. It's fine. You have evades. You don't need to play that.
Fair
There's no point in losing health to it. Yeah, Repulse will come out and kill that door. And now it's easy enough to finish this. It's literally any damage card.
Including just drawing a Blade Totem.
Yep. Choose card. Oh man, Mana Bolt. Easy Mana Bolt.
Oh, yeah, that looks very good.
Yeah, it's... All right. Upgrade enrage persistence. I don't even know what.
There it is.
Oof, GG. Yeah, upgrade enrage persistence. Upgrade. I think rummage. I think you want extra draw. I mean, forbidden knowledge also extra draw. Mana Bolt plus 6. I don't like Mana Bolt plus that much. I don't think it's that important. Yeah, but like, oh man, Mana Bolt's now generating us infinity plus 2 mana instead of only infinity mana. Yeah, no, I don't think it matters. Oh, so the other upgrade I think is, the other upgrade is draw. I think, because I think Mana Bolt is going to support your mana.
So either knowledge or rummage.
Yeah.
I choose knowledge.
Okay. And then I think you pitch either one of the follow-up strikes or no, I think just the follow-ups, one of the follow-ups, or the Pharaohs, because the Pharaohs is proving more trickier than I would like to play.
Yeah, I'm just going to pitch the Pharaohs. In
I
general,
don't think we're close to yet. Maybe not yet, but we're getting there.
In general,
right.
I don't tend to like Pharaohs, just because...
Pharaohs is good if you can support the health. It's just that you don't have Absorb Demise yet, which is it's a mana card that you draw whenever an enemy dies that gives you a mana and heals you.
So, is there anything in particular we're looking for here?
Yes, but no, they didn't show up. So this isn't all lost. The elites on the top half of the map, the ones on the left side, are pretty good because the Crystal Golem gives a really good draw card and really good mana card, and then the Evil Mist in the center can be a pain in the ass to kill. The Evil Mist is in the center above the mid boss.
Oh, that one.
Yeah, can be a pain in the ass to kill, but it drops Shadow Focus, which is very, very good. Hidden Focus, which is very, very good. Well, I say very, very good. It's not even that good here. I think it's still on balance worth going left because Glittering Reflection is very good. If you want any of these show up, they'll refuse to do so. Yeah, I mean, that's just the standard Desire Sensor. It's not just a Breach Wanderers thing.
Yeah, we've played too much Monster Hunter to not know about the Desire Sensor.
So I assume that both of the bottom fights are, well, you didn't check.
They are
they're both double those frogs?
Yes.
Okay. Terminus Assault.
Oh, right. I need to target.
Mm-hmm.
Then focus.
Yep. Draw cards. Shuffling Stone is amazing. Yep. Power Surge. I would actually go ahead and Void Harvester the Venta. And now rummage the Blade Totem.
Not Mana Bolt first?
Nah. Well, oh, you're right, because you'll need the mana. Well, whatever. It'll be fine, because you have the Tricky Focus, so I'm not too concerned.
So, okay.
Tricky Focus, pitch the Siphon card. And now you Mana Bolt, yeah. Which will get you.
Middle or back?
I think middle. I think you're trying to get that kill. Now, Verminous Assault on the back one. Because the middle one's going to die anyway. Yeah, Verminous Assault the back one. Serrated Shiv, we need the Benta to die. Because the Benta's going to apply bleed otherwise. Yeah, you only need to reactive shiv the Benta once, and then the bleed will kill it. And then you can use the other reactive shiv on, either that or the back one. Alright, because they're treasure dorks. I forget these gifts on death. Draw. Yeah.
Play the other one?
Yep. Random status is good.
Right,
and draw cards until you find.
Step 1, draw.
Yeah.
Focus.
Then random status on the front one, because if that gives us Arcane, you win. Alright, no. That's fine. Still use the Reckless Chase, I think. Alright. You don't quite get the kill, that's okay. Because you'll easily win on your own turn. Because fight is effectively over. And you literally just play Follow-Up Strike into Follow-Up Strike and win.
Alright then. That works.
Futures Report isn't awful. You do have a lot of rerolls at this point, though. I I could see spending a reroll here. I don't really care about the other. Well, Golden Touch is potentially a draw 2. You need what? Check show upgrades. I don't remember what Golden Touch Plus is. 1 mana for 3 extra. That's fine, I guess. That makes it a 1 mana draw 2 with damage. It's probably reasonable.
You could just
I
reroll.
don't know. We could. Just go to like whether the average reroll is better than Golden Touch. Yeah, I guess go ahead and reroll.
I mean,
Yeah, because gemification is bad. Like, you do not want gemification.
sure.
So we're like basically re-rolling on the hopes that like a random 2 common or uncommons are going to be better than Golden Touch or Visual Tort, and I don't know that I like that gamble, but worst case you roll twice. Yeah, I guess. Execution and Reckless Chase are both okay. I don't think you need a 3rd Reckless Chase. I think just take the execution and probably end up cutting it. It's pretty expensive. Critical chance plus 20% is great.
Okay. Now event.
Yep. And then event. Just sharpen your weapons. I give you a powerful buff for the next few fights.
And then event.
And then event. So I'm always going to go with upgrade. Maelstrom is always going to tell you to take removal. Look at your deck again. So you still have a lot of very good upgrades. Upgrade Rummage is very good. Cut Execute's pretty okay though. How many rests do you have?
I have
If you click the map, you can see, by the way.
4.
You have 4. Yeah, you can afford to spend a rest. So basically, it comes down to like whether you want to whether you want to spend the removal here if you want to get the upgrade. I always generally go with upgrade, but
And upgrading rummage.
and then yeah, boss fight.
Now, we want the one on the left.
Yep. Don't really care about cards it drops, but that's fine.
So step 1.
See what you can draw. Yeah. And yeah, you can. That is 10 plus.
10 plus 16, that would kill it.
Yep. Yep, which is good. But, yeah. Just go to like whether you want to do other stuff first. I think the answer is probably no. You do need to be able to draw. I think you're going to discard the... I think you have to discard one of the serrated shifts. I think you can't afford to play all the serrated shifts.
And then rummage?
I think you want to be at 0 mana when you rummage, because you might draw into Blade Totem.
Okay.
So I think you want a Reckless Chase. And then mark the front thing. And now I think you rummage pitching a serrated shiv again. Alright. And then you can follow it strike to finish the kill.
That gets me 2 cards.
Mm-hmm.
Siphon the totem?
I think you siphon the riposte, actually. Thank you. Don't really like execution anymore since red shivs became expensive. That card is so expensive to play. Yeah, I tend to agree. Serrated shivs were nerfed because Tricky Focus was too good, and I think that every serrated shiv card besides Tricky Focus got hurt hard. Siphoning Totem is your totem. Yeah, because you get the mana before you lose the mana from Bloody Totem. So check what's in your draw pile still.
Draw pile? That.
Just the 1 mana card. Yeah, this is a little bit of an unfortunate term, but that's okay. And you go Power Surge. And then you just like Serrated Shiv, Tricky Focus, pitching Blade Totem. Follow-up strike, probably? Yeah. Yeah, underwhelming turn, but that's fine. You don't take any damage, so.
Got it to like half.
Yeah. Like I said, underwhelming turn. Okay. You can check what last card in your draw pile is.
It is the assault or enraged
Or
persistence.
okay. In that case, I think you reckless. This is awkward because of how the mana shakes out. I think you ghostly echo. I think you reckless chase, and then I think you play the enraged persistence, pitching the riposte. Yeah, because now you have the reactive shift to get to 0, which lets you play focus. Or I guess you could play no, because you don't want to do that yet. Because you want to do focus.
Right. Yeah. Don't want to do follow-up strike to.
Yeah, I guess you do because you have the verminous assault. You're good. Yeah, so do that. Play the focus. No, you have to play Mad Bolt first. You have to play Mad Bolt first.
Okay.
Now you play verminous assault. Now you draw cards with the card draw item. That'll work. Now you're going to play reckless chase. Actually, I lied to you because it was funny.
How could you?
You want to use riposte to kill because I think riposte kills. Yeah, and then follow strike will get you the kill.
Okay.
All right. I definitely had the plan the whole time. I never was.
Never didn't have it, of course.
Never was confused. Aerial stratagem is pretty good. It doesn't help us with mana though, but I think we still take it. Gives you AoE, which is nice.
Yeah, it's. I think it's better than Twinning Ritual and definitely better than Arcane Screech.
Swear to God, Maelstrom. Swear to God. Anyway, aerial stratagem. Upgrade. What's Siphon card plus now? Is that 5 mana, discard 1 still?
No, it's 3. No, it's 6/2.
It's 6, discard 2. Ugh. I forgot that's still discard 2. That's unfortunate.
Always just upgrade the Tricky Focus. Another Tricky Focus.
Yeah. So I think start by cutting. You already cut the execute question mark, or no? You didn't cut the execute.
No.
I think first. And then. Yeah, I don't think you can afford to upgrade Siphon cards. So I think you upgrade Tricky Focus and you upgrade. Like upgrading Mana Bolt technically does give you more mana, but the problem is like. When you can afford to play Mana Bolt, you don't have the problem. Like, I think you upgrade the other Rummage. Upgrade March and get Mark 2 on another. Yeah, that's a fair point. Upgrade Phase Mark. Because you transfer half of debuffs.
Right.
So yeah. And away we go. And we can get really good mana from the next fight anyway, so.
So I assume that half is generally going to be rounded off.
It's going to be rounded, which, yes, will be rounded up because 0.5 is always going to round.
Okay. And we want the elite.
Yep. Pretty much always in Breach Wonders, you do round to the nearest whole number. Okay. Forbidden Knowledge. And Phase Mark. And then you can enrage Persistence on the Blade Totem. Oh, rip out of space in hand.
All right. Now focus.
And now Verminous Assault on. I think you Verminous Assault one of the smaller ones.
The back ones?
Just no. I think you want to get one of the smaller ones dead because you can just kill it. And then, so many choices.
Tricky Focus, the reactive Shiv, and then.
Yeah, that's not a bad place to start. And get more bleed out on. I think you put bleed on the other dual prism. Kind of assuming you're going to be able to kill both, but I think that's accurate. Follow-up strike seems okay, yeah.
Follow-up strike kills the Binta.
Use. No, you need to play one more card first. I think you rummage the Siphon. No, rummage the 2 cost Reckless Chase, I think. And then Void Harvester, the 40 health, yeah, that one. The one with 40 health, 39 health.
39, okay.
Yep. And then rummage the aerial strat, I think. Yeah. Which will do quite a lot of damage. You're gonna have exactly enough mana to get Mana Bolt off. pitch the reactive shiv. Just pitch both reactive shivs. Thinking is hard. And then, yeah, mana bolt to get infinite mana to work with. And then, yeah.
Shiv.
Power surge. Yeah, that'll kill.
Chase. Follow up.
And honestly, you may even use the shuffle here. Like, you'll be pretty fatigued, but it's still worth playing that because it'll die to the riposte, so you're fine. All right. You will get frozen, but that's fine. Get rid of the exhaustion.
Get rid of the riposte.
I'd just get rid of tricky focus, I think. I know it's hard to say. Enraged persistence. Yeah, I guess forbidden knowledge first, may as well. Verminous assault into persistence, the blade totem. I think lethal is present no matter what was pitched. Yeah, I think there's a lethal regardless. 15 is infinite mana. Yeah, I mean for Ru it may as well be all the time.
And then what,
you just need to play the riposte and win. That simple. Or the reckless chase and win, or the follow-up strike and win. Like,
just get some mana and win.
Yeah. Choose card. Reroll. Take the mana. Oh god, the fact that it was another forbidden. I think you had to take the mana there regardless, but Spirit Forbidden Reps is good. I think it's better than the Raiders Plate. I think the card Shard -1 on turn 1 is bad.
And minus health on summons just seems like value.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so
what do we cut?
I want to get rid of one of the follow-ups, I think. They're not bad, but yeah.
So why does this one say critical?
Because there's a bug. It's just a thing. Some cards will show the item bonuses and some won't. They all work the same, but they display differently.
Okay.
And then yeah, go to the other elite. The other elite could be an annoying fight because of the hidden, but because of the change to how hidden works, it should be fine.
I still have plenty of health, I say, before dying.
Yeah, I mean that is how this tends to go with the Ru. Definitely this is one of those where you absolutely are going to start with the shuffle. Stone. Okay, that's very good. So you're going to start by Verminous assaulting probably the miss, actually, I think.
Back one?
Yeah. Okay, I couldn't remember actually if they were both double white, so now you can phase mark.
That. Then focus.
And then power surge.
Then reckless chase.
Yep. Alright, you're going to pitch the Siphon. You're going to use the Tricky Focus to pitch the Siphon card. Oh, wait, there's this bug. That's annoying. The marquee disappeared because of the bug. Pitch the Siphon card. Because the debuffs don't get passed on. If you play a card that kills the front summon and summons into that spot at the same time, in the personal summon slot, it doesn't pass the debuffs on. It's just a bug that's been there forever. Yeah, just put more bleed on there. Mana Bolt. Or no, start by Void Harvesting the front one. And now Mana Bolt it. Directive Shift, kill it. Yes. And you can riposte the other one. And into turn.
Playing Fragile Focus here wouldn't do anything because I will go.
Because you're over your max mana. Yep. It would give you Crystallize 1.
And remind me, what's Crystallize 1?
You take 5% extra damage and 5% extra status.
That sounds bad.
It's largely irrelevant, but it's not good.
Alright.
Probably follow it before you Reckless Chase.
And
then you pitch the Aerial Stratagem. That should do good work.
Hey! I killed enemies I've summoned.
Nice. And now you're forbidden. Alright. Reckless Chase, I think. Goal is to get to 0 mana before you.
Rage persistence.
Yeah. And then yeah, you can just.
May as well just shift that.
Yeah. All right. It's expensive to discard the aerial stratagem, but that's what you're going to do. Actually, no, you don't have to do that yet because you have the rummage. So you're going to pitch the riposte to one of your discard cards.
Tricky Focus, Riposte.
I think you go like serrated shiv, rummage. And you're obviously going to pitch the aerial strat.
Fragile Focus.
Yep. Pitch the siphon card to the tricky focus, and then just unload on the, and then like starting with the serrated shivs, unload on the evil mist, and it should die even if it evades everything.
It didn't
And
even
it did not evade everything. All right. I think
Hidden Focus?
you're struggling enough with mana that hidden focus is worth it. It's not amazing, but it's obviously not bad either.
Other follow-up?
I don't know. Other follow-up has been fine. What else is in the... You might be able to get rid of the siphon card at this point, because you just picked up another mana card. You just pick it back-to-back good mana cards. Yeah. Yeah, Malshal agrees. Siphon card's the next cut.
Okay. And onward.
Yep. Hopefully we'll get Glittering Reflection. Glittering Reflection is the card we want to see. It has a lot of text before the part that matters, which is that it creates a temporary copy of another card in your hand.
Oh, that is good.
And then it gives enemies an irrelevant amount of shield.
So, does Mirror Mist actually do anything, or is it
Yes,
just
it swaps the orders that enemies are in, and as you may have noticed in the last fight, it will, like, the shades summoned behind the mist.
Okay.
It can really fuck you up in, if you don't... It actually is helpful to us here that these fights are full, because it means that the summons will have to go in the personal summon slot right in front of you. Because otherwise, if you have, like, front-facing damage, you can have this problem where, like, it summons the shades at the back, and you cannot get at them.
So, alright.
Yeah, I think you can probably kill that. No, I wouldn't do that first. I would start by enraged persistencing the... Actually, yeah, start by enraged persistencing the blade totem.
Right.
Not sure you have enough strikes to draw. No, you do, because he'll draw at minimum. Yeah, you have plenty of strikes. What am I talking about? I would then follow up, actually, probably.
Tricky Focus, the aerial stratagem?
I don't think you can afford to spend that much mana there, because I think you want to get out the mana bolt.
So then... Tricky
You're going to start... I
Focus.
think you tricky focus, and I think you pitch the riposte to the tricky focus. And...
Then I need to have 4 so I can do...
Yeah, so you can play serrated shiv. Do not play the hidden focus yet. Start with serrated shiv into serrated shiv.
And then hidden
Then
focus.
play the hidden focus.
And then mana bolt.
And then void harvester.
Right.
And now you mana bolt. I think actually, yeah. Now you're good on mana. Power surge. Reckless chase. Reactive shivs at the front one, and then pitch the aerial stratagem. That should be lethal.
So it is.
Yep.
Hazy Replica.
I think you can afford to spend a reroll token here. I wouldn't spend 2 probably, but spend 1. Hey, there's the reflection. That'll do work.
And now the boss.
Okay. And now the boss.
At 67, I'll be fine.
Yep. Yep.
So,
And Rainbow Focus is pretty good. That'll also continue. Freeze Blood just got ignored there for no reason. Tunnel visioned on the glittering reflection, mostly.
is Freeze Blood very good?
It's pretty okay. I don't think it's actually good in this deck necessarily, although it's certainly not bad. I think we don't need it with the Rainbow Focus coming up, though.
So, start Reckless Chase, follow-up strike. Tricky Focus.
Yeah. Reckless Chase, yeah. It's definitely the first thing. And then I think you should just start by void harvesting. Well, let's start in the right deck, but I don't think this is not the right deck for it, is the thing. I think you now shuffle stone, see what you can draw.
Right. I keep forgetting that I have just a draw 2.
Yeah. Power Surge. And yeah, persistence pitching, probably riposte always. You rarely want to actually play the riposte.
Then
Reactive Shiv to kill that dork.
kill that.
And then focus. And then Reckless Chasing to follow. Check if follow-up kills. Reckless Chase first. Yeah, follow-up will kill.
Yeah. Then,
And then yeah, you can Tricky Focus.
Shiv.
And unfortunately, and now we just hope that you don't get double frozen here, because if you do, it could just completely fuck up this turn. Alright, you're good. That's fine.
Oh, my health. I was using that. I mean, kind of.
You can Forbidden Knowledge.
Right, and then I can mark that.
Yeah. Copy the Mana Bolt, I think.
Withering Reflection.
I don't know, you have a lot of mana in hand, but it's still, I think, fine, because you can just pitch other mana to the Rummage. And then, yeah, you can play Fragile, or, no, play Hidden Focus, my bad. So you can get the extra crit chance, and then point Mana Bolts at the Shade. No luck on getting a crit there. Do it again!
Another one.
Alright, that time you did get the mana. Alright, pitch. I think you can pitch the Fragile Focus to the... Actually, pitch Fragile Focus to Tricky Focus first. Get the bleed set up on one of them.
But not the Shade. Or actually, should I do the
No, I don't think you need to. Put one of them on the Shade.
Shade?
And then, yeah, and then that'll draw you cards. And then you can Verminous Assault to get more bleed set up. Does Riposte kill? Riposte should kill the front one.
Riposte.
So I think you start with that.
100% kills.
Then you can, because then you can Reckless Chase for more value. Because
Right.
Reckless Chase will then hit. I think you can afford to rummage the Aerial Strat here. It is kind of expensive, but you have mana, so.
Then rummage the Exhaustion.
Yeah. I think Reckless, yeah, kills the front
Reckless
one.
kills.
And then you can... There's Riposte, I guess, to get to... Because if you get down to... Yeah, Riposte, and then just Reactive Shiv, Focus. Play out the Reactive Shivs. You get to be hidden for whatever it's worth, and then you get shocked. And it's fine. It doesn't get to buff itself because it was nullified.
And now it's dead.
Well, not yet.
Will be.
I wouldn't use that there.
Right.
Because you... Yeah. Because the nullify on it doesn't do anything, and now you might... Like, there's... You are probably good, but, like, the only way you lose this is if you just cannot put together enough damage somehow. And that would be because you didn't draw. And yeah, now you can... Yeah, persistence to the strat. And then, yeah. Lethal. So I think you're actually going to take Rainbow... Check what your options are. Definitely reroll this. None of these work for you. And, ooh, Ether Storm is very good. You are good on mana right now. You don't necessarily need the Rainbow Focus. Rainbow Focus opens up some stuff, but Ether Storm is really good. I think because of where the deck is at right now, I think it's the Ether Storm. Waiting a moment to see what other people think, but if anybody else has any notes. But I think it's Ether Storm here. So Rainbow Focus gives you your choice of runes. Thanks. That's helpful feedback. All of those work. Yeah, that's fair. I don't think it's Handful of Knives. I think Handful of Knives is easily worse than Ether Storm here. Like, I don't think there's any chance that with this specific list of cards that we currently have, that it's ever worth taking Handful of Knives over Ether Storm.
I choose Aether Storm.
Yeah, that works. Battery pack, replace the Tesla thing.
Upgrading.
Alright. Hey, we got some feedback saying Ether Storm. Bit late, but still. Alright, so upgrading, deciding if you can cut a mana card here. I know we're on upgrade right now, but cut is the other half of that. I think the follow-up strike goes. I think follow-up strike goes at this point. I don't know, because you could also cut mana, just because you just picked up either Storm Area of cutting mana. I think you cut follow-up.
Okay.
And then you're going to upgrade. I mean, unfortunately, the Fun Police took Glittering Reflection Plus away from us. It used to give you 2 copies, and then the Fun Police took that away.
Damn you, Fun Police.
So Ether Storm Plus is more damage. It's not necessarily necessary, though. Gives you an extra hit. Goes up from 6x5 to 6x6.
Sure.
I tend to lean toward just doing like Rummage Plus and Fragile Focus Plus and just like keep the value train rolling. Keep the resource train rolling.
Love value.
We probably end up cutting Hidden Focus at some point at this rate. But
and ever forward. What are we
check
looking
the
for
map.
here?
Okay, so Sun Weather is good. Because you want Invigorating Sunlight as the card. But the guys with their hands in the air, like they just don't care, you do want to be a bit careful of because they have Opportunist, which is a thing you have not seen yet. And Opportunist is not friendly. Scroll up. So the mid bosses, the one on the left drops more cards you want. Because you can get both of these cards are very good for you.
Yeah, they do look very good.
Yeah, Ruinous Gamble, absolutely, totally fine. Never killed anyone. Yeah, Sunlight says just free draw 2 in case it's powerful. No, it's better than that. It says heal if you had any chip damage you'd taken and draw 2. But yeah, those are not useful to you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have enough mana that we can support Gamble, which is great. And then post-mid boss, you can get Clear Focus, which is good. Unfortunately, the events are on the right side of the map post-mid boss.
There's not really a way to get there.
That's what I'm saying. They're on the right side of that post-mid boss. So you have to go right mid boss. But pre-mid boss, scroll down. Scroll all the way down. So you can get 3 events if you go right side, but you lose the sun cards, you lose the mid boss card.
I think just left.
I think I would go through. I think we go through the 2 back-to-back sun fights. I go left sun fight, middle sun fight, and then up. Because I do think I value the shot at Invigorating Sunlight more than I value Clear Focus for Rue specifically. Especially because Clear Focus is very, very good, and normally that is a priority pickup.
Right.
But this deck doesn't need it because we're not fighting Maw and we're not fighting Depth 4. So Rue takes chip damage from like Feyru's, Putrid Idea, that sort of thing.
Yeah, I think left.
Anyway, yeah, left. Or from Opportunist if we had to fight like Prowlers. That's how the other way would take chip damage.
I mean, you'll notice I'm at 56 and not all the way at 60.
We're gonna fix that this fight. Okay, copy the Enraged Persistence.
Copy.
Yep, and then use Shuffle Stone, I think. Which will heal you for 6. Because of the weather. Alright,
Power Surge?
I think you rummage the Power Surge.
Looking for something?
Yeah, that's something.
Oh.
Rip. Hit by max mana concerns. Start by reactive shivving something so you can get to focus mana. And then you can, I think, Verminous Assault on the back one, I think. Enraged Persistence, pitching the Riposte. Enraged, actually, Reckless Chase and then Enraged Persistence, because you're probably going to draw Blade Totem.
Right.
Actually, you can whatever. You can pitch the Reckless Chase. I think you can still Void Harvester. Rip. You can create the kill, but yeah, Void Harvester will get you there. So you need to play the Mana Bolt. You're gonna pitch.
Tricky Focus pitching.
I think you can
Rummage?
pitch. No, you want to keep Rummage. You're gonna pitch Reactive Shiv, and then I think you're gonna pitch Blade Totem. Because you can still Mana Bolt after that. Does Serrated Shiv kill the front one? Yes.
Serrated
Serrated Shiv the front one first, because that'll get you another powerful, which means that now Mana Bolt will be another point of damage. And there's your mana fixed. Now you can get out the Serrated Shivs first, pointing them at not the front one, because it's going to die to the aerial strategy.
You need to be faster.
You need to think more. You have an AoE in hand.
Yes,
Rummage,
and?
pitch the aerial strat, and I'll do big AoE damage.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's not super useful to you right now. It's fine. I think you're still glittering the phase mark, and you just phase mark twice for the fun of it. I don't even know that like it's worth it, but it's funny, so do it. You need advice? My advice is don't listen to my advice. Next. Dagger Claw Crab thing. Oh. That's a great question.
What's Dagger Claw Crab thing?
That's what we're trying to figure out. I'm not sure which aspect that could possibly be talking about. Alright, the shrivels are basically free here because you heal 30 whenever you draw cards because of the weather event. Hey, Ashtaroth. Not destruction. Well, yeah, I figured it wasn't the tree. Maybe they beat tenacity? I don't know, I could see them being tenacity or conquest, but also not, because neither of those are those. But they probably don't mean the donut, and they definitely don't mean dread. Yeah, fragile focus.
Rummage something. Probably Hidden Focus.
Probably riposte, because I think I like getting the crits out of hidden focus into Ether Storm. That was unfortunate. Yeah, I guess you just lay that on that.
Always more.
Yeah, hidden focus. Actually, no, tricky focus, pitch the focus. Get bleed set up. The goal skill, because if you can kill that front one, you draw 9 cards.
That's a lot of cards.
Sure is. Yeah, play hidden focus. Play Ether Storm.
Hey, we got there.
Yep.
Now then. Mana Bolt, never worry about mana again.
I think you start by Enraged Pitch, Aerial Strat, and then Mana Bolt. I guess could backfire, yeah, if you don't exactly Blade Totem, which I should have seen coming. Because now you don't have the, but you still have the Tricky Focus, it's not the end of the world. You can even still pitch that. And then, yeah. That'll give you the mana that you need to play
Everything?
Shivs to kill it. Just Shivs to kill it. I mean, even Reckless probably would have killed it, but whatever.
Oh, hey. It gave me an achievement for defeating the Crystal Valley after...
Integrating Sunlight. There we go. That's what we want.
Now...
I think I would take a second Invigorating Sunlight still. It is a great card to have multiples of. And Hunter's Focus is also fine. Turns out yeah, weird how that works. Mana Bolt's good.
Oh,
Why did nobody tell me? You obviously just kind of start with Verminous Assault. And then I guess you just draw cards with your card draw trinket. Hey, Baelator may have been practicing some sweet secret moves that are gonna destroy us. We don't know. There's no way to know. Play Focus.
Focus.
Play Void Harvest the front one. So you get powerful. And then, yeah, now I would Ether Storm. Yes, yeah, because Ether Storm will kill the front one.
Yeah, Ether Storm is...
And now you can Tricky Focus pitching the Blade Totem. So bleed on the back one is a little risky
What is that?
because the poison blood,
Oh,
which means every time it loses health, which is fine as long as it dies the turn you start damaging it.
right.
I think you point one shiv at it, one shiv at that one, and then yeah, play the fragile focus, play the riposte. And then you can point the right shiv at the back enemy, yeah, because the... There you go. And you're good to go. Technically, these Soothing Skies fights, if you stick around long enough, can give you plus 10 max health once per fight, but...
Eh.
70-30 has been good enough so far, and it's not going to change it. Copy the Forbidden Knowledge, absolutely. Just infinite draw. I know, infinite is only 8. Infinite just gets smaller every year. Budget cuts.
Look, we took infinity, we turned it 90 degrees. It's
Yeah.
8.
Right.
Draw first or
Reckless.
sunlight?
Yeah, you may as well draw first. May as well Sunlight first, yeah. Or whichever. No, you Sunlight first, you don't have to, Sunlight is draw, but you only have space for 2 cards, so you play Sunlight, and that'll use up a card, and now you're at full hand size.
Alright.
Power Surge. Verminous Assault, the back one.
Now,
Yeah.
let's mark that one.
And then Reckless Chase. We'll draw you cards. Hidden Focus into Mana Bolt.
Doesn't
It doesn't matter.
particularly matter, but I will put some damage onto the one with marks.
Yep.
Forbidden
Draw more
Knowledge.
cards because you're going to Aerial Strat soon. Damage on the one with mark completely negated. Play Hidden Focus first, and then Enraged Persistence, the Aerial Strat, I think.
Not tricky focus on exhaustion.
Nah. I think you want to wipe the... Yeah, I think you want to do this, because this will wipe out all of the shades. And now you can just, like, riposte to kill. Max health on Rue's Forbidden Concept? Yeah. Alright, this is all mediocre.
And I only have one reroll left.
Yeah, I know. I don't think it's worth burning a reroll here. I think you just take, like, the Mana Shield and plan to cut it.
Okay. Energy.
Discard. Well, actually, no. Take Key of Wisdom. It's an extra card on turn 1. Key of Wisdom, replace the battery pack. Because starting wits means starting card draw. Oh, and starting mana. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Okay.
2 extra mana and extra card to play with on turn 1. Alright.
Now, event.
See as the rerolls for the next run. I mean, I'm saving them for the next fight. Increase your max mana because the top option does nothing. Alright. And now you're going to go after the doggo?
That is a strange dog.
It sure is. There's no draw here. I think you start by using the draw trinket and see what you can find. That'll work. I think you copy the Sunlight.
You can copy the sunlight. You can copy the sunlight.
You can copy anything that's not already a temporary card. Which means you can't copy a copy, basically.
All right. Then.
Yep. Go ahead and do that. Sure. You can Power Surge. Reckless Chase, I think. I think Reckless Chase into Void Harvester. Into Reckless Chase.
Into somehow Void Harvester again?
No, into...
Uh...
I think you're going to rummage the Blade Totem here.
Hope for focus.
Corrupted Nathophyte in A3. Yeah. That'll cost you your mana, that's fine. Play...
Hidden?
Yeah, that'll work. You want to use a phase mark on the front one, and then Enraged Persistence on the Aerial Strat. And here's a little awkward, but that's okay. Okay. Copy Tricky Focus, because you need the mana. I think you pitch Reckless Chase, because you can't afford it, really. And you pitch... actually, I guess you can pitch Reactive Shiv or Riposte, probably.
Not the mana shield?
No, because I think we still might need the mana. And then play the Mana Shield. And then play Mana Bolt for value. On anything except the back one. You cannot hit the back one because it has evasion. It has hidden, and if it evades, you're in trouble. Alright.
And now I have all the mana I can need.
Yeah. I'm going to set up bleed there first, but whatever. Minor decals. Okay, so you want to... No, you want to do Forbidden Knowledge first before you Ether Storm. You need one more... You could have one more card. Well, it's fine. You don't have space in hand. Gotta pay attention to that hand space.
Right.
Hidden Focus, and then Tricky Focus, and then Verminous Assault, the back one,
Tricky Focus,
and then
just
Ether
a shiv?
Storm. Yeah, or the Rummage. You can't play the Rummage this turn. All right, Verminous Assault. Actually, let me do math. So you got 12. I think you go straight, both straight shifts on the back one, then Verminous Assault it, and then Ether Storm. And you have a chance at lethal here. No luck on the lethal, but that's fine. Riposte will get it, most likely.
So, what was that exclamation point next to its damage about?
Means that it critical headed you.
No,
Oh, exclamation point means guaranteed crit.
Okay.
Reroll this. Hunter's Focus.
Yeah, that seems good.
Alright.
Boss time.
Cool. God, after seeing that, I think... I'm still torn on whether you want Ruinous Gamble or the Corrupted Font. Like, you see a hand like this, and the answer is clearly that you need the Gamble. But you see hands like the last one, the answer is clearly Corrupted Font. I think you're going to start with the Shuffle Stone, I think, still. Just see what you get.
More
Okay.
mana.
Alright, in that case, you're going to Invigorating Sunlight. Just keep drawing. It's unfortunate. I mean, yeah, looking at this, you definitely need more draw. Play Power Surge. Play Gamble. Harvest the... Actually, no. Tricky Focus away the Hidden Focus. And get some Bleed up. Take first one that shows up to not waste reroll. Look, I have a plan in mind, okay? Okay? I definitely have a plan for the rerolls.
I don't believe you.
Shut up. I hit Hunter's Focus, actually, to get the powerful out. You can pitch the Focus to the Tricky Focus. Or no, because you need to pitch the Blade Totem now or you won't be able to get the value out of it. Yeah. More Bleed. Reckless Chase.
Aether Storm?
Harvester. Get extra powerful. And now Ether Storm. And then, yeah, just shiv, focus, into turn. Yeah. Mediocre turn 1.
Yeah, we killed one.
Mediocre turn 1. You copy their fall. Yeah. May as well have Verminous Assault.
Forbidden Knowledge.
Fragile Focus into Mana Shield. Just goes. Actually, you don't need the Mana Shield. Well, whatever.
Too late.
Play Phase. Yeah, just go ahead and play Forbidden Knowledge, I guess. Yeah, Phase mark there. Yeah. Mana Bolt. Oh no, you want to. Start by. Wait, how much does Reckless Chase do?
Reckless Chase?
Does enough.
By 3.
Play Reckless Chase. Play Enraged Persistence pitching Aerial Strat. And then after that, you're going to Mana Bolt. I think you should have enough mana even after. Yep. Yep, that works.
Now this is doing 100.
So you want to Verminous Assault. Or no, you want to Reckless Chase first. Because the order of Yeah, order of operations here is to not spend mana, not spend damage on. Oh, now you can just Ether Storm for the win. Maybe we could Ether Storm for the win to begin with, but
Potentially.
plus 3 can be useful for some decks. Plus 50 threshold is good for all decks. Yeah, yeah. Gamble is. I think you gamble. It's time to gamble. You're gonna cut the mana shield. These are both useless. I still don't like spending the reroll here though because you have fights after the mid boss that I want to use the reroll on.
I can just discard.
You got even harder lethal falter. Yeah, basically. Come back, enemy. We're not done killing you yet. Yeah, just discard, I think. Actually, take the...
Too late.
Well, whatever. I was going to take the Falaba because, like, at this point, you're more likely to have it do something than the extra 20 energy. So, cut the mana shield. I think you upgrade Gamble for safety. I know, what's safety? But we're going to upgrade Gamble for safety.
Ooh. It gets cheaper.
So, have you figured out what exactly Gamble does?
You draw 6?
Yeah, but do you know what the rest of Gamble does? Do you know why it's a gamble?
Because you might die because of Doom?
Yes.
Oh, because you have 2 turns to do.
Yeah, and until you upgrade it, you have 1 turn. If you don't win the turn you play unupgraded Gamble, you take 50 damage. Casino Gamble, yeah.
Strat?
That upgrade's kind of middling, honestly, because you get only... Like, I would rather go Ether Storm Plus over that. Invigorating Sunlight Plus is pretty good. It's probably like Sunlight Plus or just like Ether Storm Plus. Yes, because Sunlight Plus is extra draw and extra powerful.
Yeah, Sunlight. Here comes the sun, etc.
Alright. And then, yeah. Tough choice on which fight to take next, but I think you can figure it out. Alright. Shah'Ru to start with. Alright. I think you copy Sunlight. For value.
Then knowledge?
I'll let you see if you can figure out a line through this fight. I believe in you.
You shouldn't.
You've won several of these fights at this point. Surely you figured out how this goes.
Bold assumption.
Worth noting, board is full. You can't summon again. Yeah. Something has to die before you can summon again. Look, this is supposed to be a teaching stream, and so far I've mostly just told you exactly what to play, and that's not teaching very well.
Let's see. I've got 8 cards in hand. I can shuffle.
Hey, there's Gamble. Gamble needs a lot of hand space, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. Can't do anything with that, so...
Never used Gamble, not stealing. It's not about skill for Gamble, Abdul. It's about believing in yourself and believing in your own greed. You just have to believe that you will find some way to make it work.
Then...
A hint, when in doubt, play out your mana cards.
What?
Play out your mana cards when in doubt, just to make space in hand.
Then I can do that. No, that doesn't.
Yeah, you cannot copy the Sunlight right now because the Sunlight is already a temper, because that's the copied Sunlight.
Yeah.
And you don't have space in hand for non-copied Sunlight.
Unfortunately, I can't do Copy the Storm because that would be...
I mean, you can, you just wouldn't be able to play the copy.
Yeah.
Temporary card is over action card is better to keep copying generally. Yeah, it depends. The big deciding point for me is often like, am I about to shuffle the draw pile? Because like, with Sunlight in particular, like I may want to redraw into it, and so I would want to make sure that I had that before I shuffled. Pro tip: copying Mana Bolt is infinite mana.
I don't think that's infinite.
It's a lot of mana.
But that's not infinite.
Close enough.
Yeah.
Look, if everything is dead before you run out of mana, then it doesn't matter.
All right, now then. So, I don't entirely understand how Mana Bolt works. Like, this would give me 16 mana, correct?
Yes, but you're spending 6 on it, so you're getting a net of +10.
Okay.
But if you critical, you get even
Extra.
more mana. At around 15 fatigue for proper decks that use it. Yeah. Yeah, no, if you want true infinite mana, you need, like, Brain Freeze against Mudrera. That has purity, it's not going to get bleed.
Oh. Now you tell me.
I mean, it was on the screen. You could have read it. Wait, you could Sunlight again. You have a room in hand for Sunlight.
Right, I do have room for Sunlight.
True Infinite Gloves plus the Cruelty Rare? Yeah.
No.
No, it's Gloves plus, Unending Torment. Or Unending Onslaught.
Focus, pitching, regular focus. I can get...
So many decisions to make, so little time.
Damage there. Damage there.
My justification for this part of the stream is, like, when I'm talking through it, Rue does seem pretty straightforward. It is easy to just, like, gloss over how intensive decision-making it is to play late-game Rue. Okay, you've got a Shock, you could Mana Bolt the Shocked enemy for more mana, if you wanted to.
Right. But first I'm going to do this.
Yep.
I'm going to do this.
Mana. Don't forget to phase mark.
So...
Don't forget to phase mark.
So that's going to kill 3 things?
Yep, I think so. So thinking is bad, yeah. All time lead one ending enemies are dead, yeah.
So...
Yep.
And then... Riposte kills.
Yep. You did it!
Yay! I'm learning or something.
Easy.
So I like
I think it's clear
antics.
focus. I think that you are easily there on card draw, so I think it's clear focus. Ferric Antics is not bad, but you just take the mana card here. Mindstep is fine, I guess. Yeah, clear focus or Mindstep, one of the two. They're both fine. I don't think I like... Well, reroll... No, I don't like the reroll here.
I think clear focus.
Yeah. Who would have guessed that Falter would say clear focus? I know. I'm really unpredictable.
Does left or right matter? No. Don't want any of these.
I like going to the Treasure Slime, which is the middle option.
What, this one?
Although Ossifying Strike is very good. Yeah, because you can get Turn to Gun Cure, which is pretty good. But it's not really necessary and not really good in this particular deck. Ossifying Strike is usually very good. Because that gives you powerful, and it hits several times. But honestly, it doesn't matter. You just take either path, you just murder everything between here and there.
Yeah, okay. Now
Okay, so the thing to be careful here is Opportunist.
Okay. When a player's fatigue. Oh.
Yeah. You ready to get your...
Is...
You ready to get friggin' punched?
Opportunity attack is 10 by 2. Okay, that's...
The important thing to remember is you can evade that. So as long as you have the evasion, you're fine.
Well, I'm going to live dangerously.
Hunter's Focus. Gives
What?
you powerful. Hunter's Focus.
There it is.
And then Hidden Focus may as well. Well, actually, you probably want Hidden Focus right before you draw cards so that you can potentially evade with the Hidden.
Yeah.
You could do Hidden Focus into Invigorating Sunlight, or you could do Void Harvester to guarantee that you have the evasion that you need.
You're right.
Now you have 2 evasion, so you can Invigorating Sunlight safely.
Phase mark there. Mana Bolt will use do 9. Reckless Charge. Skill.
Reckless Chase. Scroll Strip Opportunist again. But you evaded. Now you'll have 2 more ranks of Opportunist to get through. If the opponent attack isn't bleed, doesn't matter. Nothing group hits more than bleed on self. Yeah, Decay would be the other one that matters. Probably not matter enough if I don't remember it. Yeah.
Then Tricky Focus. The Blade Totem does not actually kill here.
Remember that you do have Ether Storm,
Yeah.
which will kill the front dorks, so you should pitch like the Repot. You should not pitch the Blade Totem is the point.
Yeah.
Because you want to Ether Storm next, probably. While you have the, because that'll put you to exact 0 for the focus.
Right. Focus, and then just start shivving.
Yeah. That seems like a decent Mana Bolt point. Mana Bolt, one of the shocked ones for extra value, probably.
Well, yeah.
And then probably Rummage.
Pitching Totem.
Yeah, because that'll kill. Now you can copy Ruinous Gamble for all the draw you could ever need. I don't think you actually want to, because I think you are actually, I think you play Fragile Focus, I think you enrage Persistence, pitching like a reactive Shiv, and then you just assume that you will find some damage that will kill. Yeah, and then you just like, yeah.
For style points.
Mm-hmm. Right, and the op attacks with whether it's card and hit him 3 times for in V1, in V3. Okay. Probably just another Hunter's Focus. It's super overkill on the mana, but like better than the other options.
Yeah, nothing else seems particularly good.
Yeah. Yeah, downside here to not having any events post mid boss is you just kind of end up taking a lot more cards than you would like. But
oh,
Tiny Book is fantastic.
Tiny Book.
Very
Love
happy to
Tiny
see Tiny Book.
Book.
I think you cut the key.
Yeah.
I know, like Void Harvester is kind of whatever right now. You could probably cut the Void Harvester instead, because the key is extra mana and a draw extra card on turn 1.
Okay.
Oh, hidden draw 2, draw 2. Oh, that's what you mean. I get what you're saying.
Okay. So yeah, cut and Void Harvester. Because I
Yep.
love that book.
And yeah,
Lon?
left or right, up to you.
I choose right.
All right. I really treasure this fight.
But did I choose correct? Hunter's Focus.
And then Hunter's Focus.
Hunter's Focus. Then Book.
Yeah, or just Aerial Strat. You could just enrich Persistence the Aerial Strat.
And then Book. Actually, no. First, Treasure.
Yeah, these are useless.
They're discard fodder.
Yeah.
I choose
Yeah,
Book.
no. Okay. I think you actually just pushed the treasure for the moment.
There it is.
Question becomes: do you want to copy mana or do you want to copy gamble?
You know what? I haven't actually done gamble, so
Gloves cannot be top one trinket, Thought. Gloves is an accessory. You did not have enough cards.
oh,
Out of space land. Chase and then mark the chase.
no, clear focus.
And then I think you might just Ether Storm. Well, that'll super overfill your hand. That's fine. You don't necessarily want the treasures anyway. It's either that or you play Tricky Focus and you pitch Reactive Shiv and then you do something.
Yeah, I
I
think
don't know.
I'm gonna do tricky focus, reactive shiv.
You are definitely at the point in the run where there are a lot of lines that lead to all enemies dead. So it requires energy. It's under the same bracket. What do you mean if it requires energy? Oh, item energy. Yeah. I mean, don't forget you do need mana. So you probably should play Mana Bolt. Go ahead. You have enough mana to Forbidden Knowledge and then Ether Storm. And you want Forbidden Knowledge first so that you can sweep up the door with Ether Storm. Hey, there's mana.
Hey, and focus.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to try and create treasures, but you have no space in it.
Fragile focus.
Yeah, gloves do hard carry runs, but book is there are also runs where you don't actually want gloves or where they don't do much. Although gloves are Eligrim is the one that is going to be just utterly busted. I think. These are all medium.
Got 2 rerolls.
I just take Mindset. I just take the thing is I don't think rerolls are going to be any better here. You have the cards that you want is the thing.
Yeah, okay. Mind tap it is.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, chase into mark.
And then
For the record, I think my plan is to leave Baelator as an exercise for the for you to figure out.
oh dear.
It's a pretty straightforward boss fight. There's really no tricky things. It's just a big health ball. So.
Then shiv. Give me something.
Just a bully Baylor. Yeah, basically. Yep. I mean, you're really hesitating there as though there was some reason not to do it.
Then
You might want to mark first and then play hidden play the hidden focus so that you can get the extra crit chance.
And then Ether Storm.
And then Ether Storm.
That gives me plenty of draw. Hunter's focus.
You can pitch the Mind Sap there, and that'll give you a little bit more mana. You may as well play Clear Focus. There's no reason not to play. Hitting on enemies is cheating. I agree. Can mana bolt back 1 for mana. Just
All the mana I could ever want.
hopefully.
And then... Who's got bleed?
Yeah.
You've got bleed. But not enough bleed. You need more bleed.
You have enough space in hand for Forbidden Knowledge. Yeah. And then you want to use Rummage to fix the aerial strat. That's all the mana getter. What you've actually run out of mana here. You are very fatigued.
Then...
I think you Verminous to kill off the stupid bird.
The front bird?
Yeah, I mean, it's the only bird left.
Right, yeah, that's...
And now, yeah, you just need to get a little more damage out. And you should now just be able to throw shivs at the back one until it dies. Thank God for Singularity rework. Yeah, Singularity. That was my idea, making Singularity unavailable.
Another Reckless Charge?
Reckless Chase, it's fine.
Nice.
Reroll here is not bad.
Yeah, we'll see.
Reroll again. It's the last fight, I think. Tempest Strike is good. Tempest Strike is quite good. You could rest, but if you haven't, I don't think you've rested yet, and so you could get the achievement for not ever resting.
Fair enough. All right, so just massive ball of health.
Yep. It hits really hard if it actually hits you, but it's not gonna hit you.
That's not going to kill. Maybe. Then...
And then...
this will kill at least one, but I don't want to do that yet because I'm not going to be able to draw cards. Now I'm going to Tempest Strike. Edge Persistence. What happened to my marks?
Question. Oh, they got hit by the Purity. They got hit by the Purity.
Okay.
Pay attention to how much mana you have remaining.
Mana Bolt is going to be doing 18.
Promise infinite mana for Mana Bolt. I blame Misplace.
How dare you?
But like, even with Manbolt Plus, only like 2 more mana. I don't think that would have mattered. So.
Why is the hitbox on this thing only the center?
You have Tempest. You have Tempest Strike. You didn't need to play any damage on the Shade.
Yeah, but I did.
But you didn't have to. And you could have put all the damage in on. Yeah, I think you had turn 1 kill if you had pointed all the damage at the big dork.
Probably.
Oh well.
But I got turn 2 kill.
Yeah. You know what we call that? Slow. All right, you did it.
Hooray!
All by yourself. No assistance needed. New better pair. Yeah. Now go check in on the bounties.
Right. No,
Take it.
2,
Not
3.
now
Oh,
you go
extra
open some
cards.
packs.
Wonder if I can do that.
Now the other 2 though are basically impossible with Row. You can trigger Arcane twice, but like usually Row is doing a ton of Arcane. Start by opening your packs, honestly.
I got 5 to open.
Mm-hmm. Emergency Shield's not great on Rue. Hidden Blade's okay. None of these are Rue cards. Sprite Slice is okay on Rue, although normally not because like you're always fatigued. Martial Prism's okay. Flood of Insight's fun. Can be tricky to find a window to play it, but if you have the mana, it's good. I like Orange Beat.
What are the flood cards? Just Flood of Insight?
Just Flood of Insight. Yeah, it just means like all your like their Flood will always. All Floods of Insight will be more expensive each time you play a Flood of Insight.
Okay.
Until end of turn. War is very good, but again, not really a Rue card. Nimble Strike's okay on Rue, but usually not really what you're looking for. And then, yeah, 8 is another. Like, Guard Strike can be good, but again, not really a Rue card, because Rue is normally just evading. Alright, and now you have unlocked additional things at the Guild Hall, but I think this is probably a decent place to stop the stream.
Yeah, probably.
But yeah, so now that you have become a master of Rue in this this one easy lesson, you're ready to take on Outside Influence and unlock depth 4. But yeah, so fun stream. Thanks for hanging out to all 3 of you that are here.
Hey, 4. I'm here too.
Yeah, I mean people like in the chat, obviously. But yeah, I will press buttons to stop stream. I will see you guys next time. Until then, doodles.